Thank you, General, for this comprehensive presentation. I am actually better informed now of the, particularly since I have dealt with these, I have interrogated these guys, some of the senior leaders in LTT, and what he said was LTT had an exclusive model, whereas this model presented is an inclusive one. LTT used to take the guys away from the family and society. They were practically incommunicado. They were literally brainwashed under highly controlled programs because we made a study of it. We didn't stay long enough to do this brainwashing. It's not really brainwashing, it is de-addiction. It is very similar to alcoholism. It is, people mistake it as indoctrination. Actually, you are bringing back to the society. So it is doctrination rather than indoctrination. So I have seen these guys. He was very correct in this. I saw these. You remember 13 guys who took the 13 leaders of LTT in Jaffna, who took the cyanide capsule. That was what triggered the war with Indian Army. That incident. Actually, I was present at the airport. I saw these guys. That actually, I was totally, I had a shock. These are adult fellows and they are taking a capsule because some leader somewhere says, he gives a slogan and these guys are dying. And there was one Muslim survivor among them who was treated in Jaffna hospital. And later I met this guy. Why he didn't fully bite the capsule? He says, I am not fully convinced it is worth dying for. You know, that is where the apparently indoctrination failed. So I am glad you brought in the family. We tried to do this. But at the time they were all terrorized. And we didn't have enough scope because we had our own problems. And you brought religion also. I feel I am not a religious person. But religion fills this kind of it provides solace. Rather than modern counseling, some of the families with religious tradition, it will work more effectively. I'm glad he talked of the comprehensive monitoring process. This is very important because later we should not have a throwback. So one suggestion, I have only one suggestion. Since you have done so much, you must withdraw loose small arms. Yesterday itself, I wanted to make this point to Defense Secretary. Somehow I missed it. Because we have seen in various insurgencies, there must be a program because a lot of loose arms are floating as a result of counter-terrorism, terrorism. The society is fully armed. And it's a great temptation for these guys when they can't get employment to take up like deserters do in many countries. Army deserters do this. It is a great temptation. So you must make it, physical measures must be there. Not only monitoring his psychological profile or something. We must take physical measures too. Brazil has got a very good model in how they are trying to get the arms back. There is a whole, UN has got committees have sat and debated this. There is a lot of literature available. Anytime any help is required, I am prepared to give it. Though I am not really the authority on the subject, but I feel very concerned by the arms handled by civilians without control. This should not happen. You might remember there was an attempt at Maldives coup by mercenaries, ex-Tamil militants, and who had access to arms. So thank you very much. Most informative. I would be failing if I do not thank General Peris for giving me this opportunity to actually attend this. I prefer attending this very highly focused and intensive symposium rather than people talking in generalities. This is a learning experience for me, and thank you, sir, for this. And I should thank all the young people, Brigadier Lal Gunasekara, the adjutant and all that. I can see the effort they have put in. It's a grand effort. I congratulate the KDU. I am absolutely delighted because we have been associated with training of Sri Lankan Army for a long time. Army and Navy particularly. Air Force, I'm not too familiar. So I'm absolutely delighted. It was just like attending one of our seminars. Everything went on time, only I am losing time. Yeah, I'm going. Now, floor is open for how many minutes? 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes. Floor is open for questions. No, I have one question to Dr. Safraz. Doctor, how do you validate your, I am a trainer basically, not only army trainer. How do you validate particularly your subject is a very abstract one. EQ, I know. How do you validate your model is effective? Sorry, I'm not here to embarrass you, but this is a practical problem I have found in industry where we do this program on neuro-linguistic programming. We do this. So I have some knowledge. So I'm asking how do you validate this? I believe in all, even the rehabilitation, I'm glad he touched upon this process.
Yeah. So the IQ and the EQ.
Yeah.
The work from the workshops that we have conducted.
You can just explain EQ
Yeah.
to them. IQ they know, otherwise they won't be in the army.
Not EQ, the EI, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Right.
No, there is an emotional quotient based on AI.
From our experience, from the workshops that we have conducted, it is it's a 3-day workshop. You cannot. It's difficult to do it in one day, and like the first day you help them to come up with their emotions. Let's say if someone is stressed, so you let them express for how much they are stressed, whether it's mild, moderate, or severe. They will tell that. And
sorry for interrupting. Is it done through a sort of interaction individually or in a group?
It is a group session. It's a group session, whereas we help them to sort out their problems. So whereas we don't give the solution, we help them with a strategy.
This is in management training terms. It is a process workshop.
Yeah. And I'll give a good example. Like if someone lost a limb, that person will say, and at the same time he got a chess game, and he will say, I don't mind that I lost the limb, but I'm worried that I lost the game. And at the same time, if you go to another person, he will say, I'm very much worried that I lost the limb. And they preserve the perception is different. And if I compare IQ with emotional intelligence, that is EI, if you take the iceberg, which is so earlier, I'll say the IQ is the topmost part that you see. And what is deep down is the emotional intelligence. Yeah. So I hope all the professionals will not, intellectuals will not get disheartened with me, because not all the not all the intellectuals do well. So they need some sort of emotional intelligence. They should know how to cope up with their emotions and how to maintain the relationship with their subordinates, and at the same time with the superiors, to reach their targets.
Okay. Any questions? Any more? I'm sure there will be questions. I can shoot 10 questions to them. I don't want to do that. Yeah. Please. Go ahead.
Sir, question is to you. Since you spoke of the coup launched in Maldives, but there were many allegations that it was plot who were trained by Indians, and it was Indian...
No, then we wouldn't have sent the Indian army. We would have told Maldives that our...
What I got to say, but there are many allegations.
No. It is, for everything, unfortunately, I know Sri Lanka very well. Unfortunately, we are a big country. We have few problems. We are like the US having problem with the rest of the world. We are in South Asia, we have a problem with everybody because geographically we can't help it. We are too close too closely involved, we are one big country. Now I can't change it. I can tell you that I was the Colonel GS Intelligence, and our forces were not used for this. But my officer went along with that force. When it was flown in, our officer was sent, my intelligence officer, to help them to find out. So he had interrogated all these guys. We won't be doing this, wasting our time with all these jokers. I don't think they did a neat job also. From what I learned from the after action report, normally we get the after action report. Your point is well taken. Your suspicion is well founded, but it's not true. Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm Shantha Naika from University of Peradeniya. The question is directed to Major General Ratnayaka. It's not actually a question, perhaps an exploratory comment. First thing, of course, let me congratulate Sri Lanka Army and you in particular for...
Can you speak a little loud? I am an old guy.
Okay. Let me